Hello, Yes 2023 executives. We are so glad you're here being with us today to go through the Yes 2023 kickoff management call with us to give the details, hear some expectations, and just really connect in and see who else is in the program. We'll have brief introductions of all the 35 of you here in just a little bit. So you're going to this thing called the Yes Management Training Program. It is an incredible program that started in 1998, went to 2002. It had a hiatus for a little while, and then they challenged me when I came to MTI in 2005 to reinvigorate the program. And so in 2007, we relaunched it and have almost sold the program out like crazy since then. Sold out the program in 23, 24, and it's already sold out 25. So the program has really been rocking along, and we made drastic improvements of it over time to really get it to where it is today. And you're gonna get to meet our facilitators and co-partners in this thing from the core group who's been with us since 2007, walking through that journey. So it's going to be a life-changing program. And what we're going to do today is really kind of walk down all the things you need to know to be successful in the program from the beginning. So that's just a brief interview of the program. You got 4 sessions in February, May, August, and graduate in October. You can get everything you want from this program in terms of information on each session and preparation details from the website at heattreat.net. Or you can email or call myself, Amanda Moats, and Tom Morrison here at the offices. But if you go to heattreat.net, I'm going to show you that in just a little bit, how to do that. So one of the key things to the Yes Management Training Program, leaders hit deadlines. And there's a lot of there's 26 core deadlines. I'm going to share my screen here real quick for you so you can see. We're going to be tracking your deadlines. You can see here, this spreadsheet here, we track. There's 26 major deadlines for every single one of you. Everything from putting in your bio and your pick in the online form that you've been seeing. You're going to have to all sign an NDA that MTI has made up and come up with, so that the plant tours, we give that to them, your leadership assessment, your quality of life rating form, booking your hotel, that's a key thing, the plant tours, being able to show up on the bus on time so we don't push back the times we go to each of the plant. Session 1, day 1 and 2, getting to the class on time. One thing you will learn about Yes is we are a team, and we start as a team and we end as a team. So if there's any of you in this call that sit down and the class starts at 8:30 and we're not started by 8:40, and you get frustrated, just know that you need to get your team members to class on time. We have literally waited 12 minutes for someone to come into class because they just didn't make it in. And so we will not start and we will end on time. We have a golf tournament at the 3rd session in Milwaukee for our Midwest chapter members up there. You're going to be there on Tuesday doing your class that week. Last year we had team members come to Yes Manager Training Program, and we took a van and went over to the Midwest Golf chapter meeting on Tuesday, played in the tournament, and then came back and had our classes on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So there's an opportunity for you to have some fun at a golf tournament in Milwaukee. There's some online training you'll see here, the Heat Treat Quality Specialist Program you're going to go through. It's an online training course. And then you have a variety of other things. But the point of this spreadsheet is to show you that there are 26 core deadlines that you're going to have to meet if you're going to be successful. And so here's the thing. We're not really going to be your mom and your dad running around trying to get you these things. You're going to be emailed plenty of times to say, hey, you got these deadlines to meet. And then what will happen is if we get past the deadline and you haven't met it, you will get an email with an email to your supervisor. Because here's the thing. We need you to take seriously the program and meeting the deadlines, because your company, not many people really understand this. Your company is spending $6,000 to $7,000 between registering you for this event, the plane fares and the travel, the hotels, the food and beverage, everything they will spend on you is going to be about $6 to $7 grand investment in your life. And it's going to be life-changing for you. So we want you to take advantage of these deadlines and take them seriously and really stay ahead of the program. And that's the one way we try to build this easy so you can see those deadlines clearly. Now, a place where you get all of that information is our website, heattreat.net. You come here, you go to heattreat.net, and you're going to go to this training link, and you're going to come down here and hit preparation details. And there's everything you could ever want to know about the Yes program, with all the elements and the requirements and the deadlines and dates. There's even some key reading resources down here that you would want to read to take it to the next level. And then for every individual session, there are then the 4 sessions here. You can click here to see all the stuff for Round Rock. And the first session, it's got the general information, the airport, transportation, where you're staying, and the Hilton at the Embassy Suites. And it's got a link here to book your rooms online. You will want to meet the deadline, because these Embassy Suite hotels book up, and we've got a certain number of rooms blocked. And if you miss that cutoff date, you may have to stay at another hotel for a higher rate or stay at a higher rate. And then you've got the schedule online. So all the information is right here for you to turn around and be able to figure out where you're going to go and what you need to do. So the last thing I'll share with you is just the MTI Connect app. If you go out to your app store and click on MTI Connect, download that app, and then you will put in your username and password is going to be your email address. And the password is password1 with a capital P, password1 with an exclamation point at the end of it. When you get that in, it's going to ask you to change your password to something personal the very first time you're in. But from there, you're now into an online forum that is private to you and this 36 people in this program. So you can share whatever you want to share. We got people in the past groups that have talked about operational issues, HR, recruitment, technical specification. You can talk about anything you want to talk about to get to know and build that trust inside this group so you can really have a great set of peers that can offer you input on things. But those are all the key elements that you are going to need to know in order to be successful. This program is about growing you both professionally and personally, and we're excited about being a part of that process for you. So now what we'd like to do is we'd like to turn on and have everyone introduce themselves individually, and so you get to know who's going to be in your program and who's going to be some of your best friends for the next 15 to 20 years. So I want to come back to here. So what we'd like to do, I'm going to call your name out. A big part of yes is you meeting the other 35 people in the program and getting to know who they are, and they're going to be some of your best friends. You're going to spend a lot of time with them. I'm going to call your name out, and all I want you to do is simply give your name, your company, and what your title is, and how long you've been in heat treat. We're going to take just a few minutes just to get this done, because I'd like to see everybody kind of associate names with faces. So I'll call them out, and then you introduce yourself. So we're going to start with Matt Boldman.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we can.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Matt Boldman. I'm the Midwest Division Manager for ATP. I've been with ATP for 3 years, and I've been in heat treat for going on 10 years.
Awesome, Matt. Thank you. All right, Kevin Bozum.
Hi, my name is Kevin Bozum. I am the manager of inside sales at Steel Tech Limited, and I've been in heat treat for a little over 20 years.
Awesome. Thanks, Kevin.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
This is Anthony Gomez. I'm with ATP. I am a West Coast division manager, and I was introduced to heat treat in 2009.
Awesome, Anthony. Thank you. Rich Goodwin.
Rich Goodwin, ThermTech of Waukesha, just under 13 years, and I apologize, my camera's not working.
Sorry, you're good to go. Andrew Gross.
Hello, I'm Andrew Gross.
Yep.
I work with Horsberg and Scott. I've been with the company for 7, in heat treat for 2 years, and I am the heat treat supervisor.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Brian Hitman.
Okay, last name is Heitman, and common mispronunciation in the name. I'm the plant manager for Paulo Products here in St. Louis, Missouri. Joined the team just a little over 6 months ago for Paulo. Been in heat treat, I guess you could say, for about 15 to 17 years, depending on when I started going to school for my metallurgy degree.
Awesome.
Yeah, Ryan, and it's pronounced Doherty.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure how Ramon pronounces his, but I was trying to get my microphone to unmute. I work at Thermalvac Technologies in California. I'm the furnace technical expert. Basically, I've been there for 3 years now, going on 4.
Awesome. Thank you. Ramon, are you online?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, well, now we can. Great.
Okay, there you go. All right. Well, I'm Ramon Romero. I'm a supervisor and inspector at Hudepack. Been here for about 6 years already, and 6 years in heat treating.
You say that like it's went fast.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Ramon. All right, Jeff Hotham.
All right. Good afternoon, Jeff Hotham. I'm with OMG in Agawam, Massachusetts. I have been with the company for 3.5 years, and I've been the heat treat manager for 3.5 years.
Awesome, Jeff. Thank you very much. All right, Dave Land.
Dave Land. I work at ThermTech of Waukesha. Been for 17 years, and I'm one of the 3 of the plant managers here.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Stacy Libke.
Hello, everybody. Stacy Libke. I am the business manager with ECM USA, and I have been in the heat treat industry for a little over 12 years now.
Thank you, Stacy. Justin Luke.
Justin Luke. I'm at Pennsylvania Heat Treating production manager, and I've been here for coming up on 11 years.
Awesome. Thank you. Andrew McBride.
Andrew McBride. I'm with Dry Coolers in Michigan, and I've been in the heat treat industry for 4 years.
Awesome. Nate McGee.
Hi, I'm Nate McGee. I'm a supervisor at Nevada Heat Treating. I've been here 3 years, but I've been in the heat treat industry for about 10.
Awesome. Dante Mole.
I'm Dante Mole. I am the Aerospace Compliance Software Manager with ATP. I've been in heat treat for 8 years.
Awesome. Thank you, Dante. Ashley Newhart.
Ashley Newhart of Springfield True Tech in Ohio, Environmental Health and Safety Supervisor.
Awesome. Thank you. Ron Paquette.
Hi, everybody. Ron Paquette, been with OMG for 21 years, part of heat treat for 8.
Awesome.
And I am the lead electrician here.
Okay. Manuel Roca.
Hi, Manuel Rocha. I'm with Service Heat Treat out of Milwaukee, and I've been here for going on 2 years.
Awesome. Pierre is it Rousset or Rousset?
Rousset. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, I should say. I'm 30 miles south of you. I'm in Kenosha, Wisconsin with ECM USA. I am the Technical Operation Director for ECM USA since 20 years. 3 more years of that at headquarters in France, and another 2 years for a heat treater in France. So a total of 25 years in the industry.
Wow.
Looking forward for this year, and I'm also part of AMEC, for the one that knows what that is.
Awesome. Thanks. Thanks, Pierre. Well,
Your Midwestern accent is amazing.
It is. Unbelievable. All right, so Alec Rudin.
Alec Rudin. I'm Winston Heat Treating in Dayton, Ohio. I am a quality control technician. Been here about 10 years, been doing quality for about 2.
Awesome. Joey Rudy.
Hello, I'm Joey. I'm with Super Systems. I'm in technical support. Been here for 4 years, and I've been in the industry for about 11.
Awesome, Joey. Thank you very much. Zach Roos.
Zach Roos with Worko Incorporated, inside sales estimating, been for Worko of 8.5 years.
Awesome. Dan Sabo.
Hello, I'm Dan. I'm Parker TrueTech. I'm the engineering manager. I've been in heat treat and at the company for about 7 years.
Great. Thank you very much. Julio Salazar.
Hi, I'm Julio Salazar. I'm at Thermalvac Technologies in California, and I've been in the industry for 4 years already as an assembly expert.
Thank you, Julio. Brian Setterstrom.
I'm Brian Setterstrom with GFI Metal Treating in Rockford, Illinois. Head of operations, been with the company for about 11 months, and that's about as long as I've been in heat treating also.
There you go. That's awesome. Eric Tho.
Hi, Eric Tho here. My camera is not working. Sorry for that. I work for PIP, Performance Industrial Products, out of Waupaca, Wisconsin, an affiliate with Worko. I'm an engineer, and I've been in the industry for about 13 years.
Thank you. Shelley Vollinger.
Hello, I'm Shelley Vellinger, and I'm with Paulo in St. Louis. I've been here 29 years, and I'm the Director of Software Development.
We got lots of technical questions for you. All right, so thank you, Shelley. Adam Wilbur.
Yeah, I'm Adam Wilbur. I'm with AFC Holcroft in Wixom, Michigan. I've been here for about 8 months, and I've been in heat treat about that long too.
Awesome. And then last, Corey Woods.
Yeah, Corey Woods in Dayton, Ohio, Winston Heat Treating. I'm a heat treat operator, and I've been here for 5 years.
Awesome, thank you. So I want to go back real quick. So is Justin Hoffman or John Holman on the line?
Tom, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, I had some difficulties here with 3 different types of speakers going at the same time. Hey, everybody, I'm Justin. I'm with Solar Atmospheres, Western PA. I kind of got a shoe in to the YES program at the last minute. And I uploaded a little bit of background. I've been with Solar now for 11 years, quality manager for 2.
Well, I'm excited you're able to slide in, Justin, because it'll be the best decision you make in 2023. I guarantee you'll tell me that at the end of the program. So we think we got through everybody except a couple. I don't think maybe online, but I'm recording this so we can send that over to everybody. But like I said before, I really appreciate y'all being here. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce you to one of our leaders out here that's going to help you. He's been with us since 2007, transitioned, started doing this stuff for himself in 2010. And he's really been a big part in his counterpart, Hatch, the call sign of his counterpart, who's really helped us grow this program into what it is today. But I want to introduce y'all to Kyle Hallen, call sign Cruiser, to give you all a little bit of introduction of what you can expect in sessions 1, 3, and 4, and then I'll tell you what's going to happen in session 2. So Cruiser, turn the tables over to you.
Thank you, Tom. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome. Tom, you want to enable I'm just going to share a couple PowerPoints. I'm not going to kill these guys with PowerPoint. They'll have plenty of time for that ahead. So, well, as Tom said, hey, it is an honor. I've been doing this. Hi, Amanda and Shelly. Recognize a couple familiar faces on here. It's great to see you guys. Hatch will join us in February on site, and we'll get a chance to really know each other. Hopefully, that's good for you. We'll see. At the end of the day, Thomas kind of teed it up. We have grown this program, and it's not because of what we do. It's because of what you guys do. And what we've done is we've kind of taken this thing from where we started it in 2007, and we've grown it. Myself and my colleague Hatch and some other folks on our team will lead 3 of the 4 sessions, and I'll explain that briefly. And then we'll get into more detail when we meet in Texas on the 22nd. So bottom line is we're proud to be partners with MTI. As Tom said, we've been here for a little bit. I'm not in the heat treating business. I was in the business of flying fighters in the Marine Corps. Got out and started applying some of that knowledge, experience, and exposure, if you will, into the business world, Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 companies, and we partnered up with MTI years ago, and have been working with them for since 2007. I think we had 2 years off, and now we're in 23. So it's an honor to be here. Again, you'll get a chance to meet some of the other colleagues that we have here at the Corps Group, and it is pronounced Corps, Marine Corps, Esprit de Corps. It just means a group of people, an entity that's focused on excellence. We believe in excellence, and certainly from our backgrounds flying fighters, you guys will get a chance to see lots of videos, hear plenty of stories, some good, some bad. But our focus for you guys is, regardless of where you're at in the leadership world within the thermal solutions industry in heat treating, our goal is to share with you, whether you're young, kind of in the middle of the pack, if you will, or over halfway down the runway. Kind of want to share with you some ways you can drive focus, alignment, and efficiencies and execution, whether you're out working on the shop floor, or you're on the software side, or you're working as part of a big team, inside sales, outside sales, operations. It doesn't matter. All the things we're going to share with you, we're going to drive relevance in how we did it at Flying Fighters, why we did it that way, how we've applied it to business, and how you can apply it to your business as a heat treater. And for us, you're going to hear us talk a lot about this idea of building and sustaining a high-performing team. Tom mentioned it earlier. There's no lack of work in a lot of instances, but there's a huge lack of quality of people, and being able to hire, train, and retain those type of people. Whether you're in a leadership role or not, you will be. That's why your leadership team has selected you. So we're going to share with you how to build high-performing teams, how to be a high-performing leader. It doesn't mean that you aren't already, but we're going to give you some things to give you some other considerations and how you can build a culture. And it's all about generating value for your company, value for yourself, and value for your team, so that people want to work for your organization. You have that culture, and it's not just about pay. The people that are looking for employment right now, there's a lot of issues, obviously, that you're facing in that realm, and we understand that, and we're going to help you understand some ways you can drive that value for them, for you, and for the organization. The 3 programs, Tom kind of alluded to it. I'm not going to go into great detail. I will just tell you that the first program, when we meet in February, is going to be about building high-performing teams. And how do you do that? And we're going to give you some insight into that. I think the one thing that you'll appreciate about our program and the element that the core group brings is we try really hard not to do death by PowerPoint, where you're sitting there for hours at a time and you just want to shove something sharp in your eye because you're head jacking and it's boring. That is not the intent. Our style is more, we give you a little bit of maybe something to understand, some new techniques, some new knowledge. And then we let you practice it. You're going to do a lot of experiential learning, a lot of hands-on stuff. There will be a lot of breakout sessions, and everybody that's on this call will get a chance to lead one of those exercises. One of the things that Tom and I have heard for a decade plus now is a lot of people that roll into this program. One of the things they say is it helped me mature. It helped me get a lot more confidence in myself, and it helped me kind of understand the direction I want to go. And so that's one of the things we're going to give you an opportunity to do that. So the first one is high performing teams. The second one, which you guys will go with Dr. Marks. And so the numbering on this is actually off, but the second one was with Dr. Marks. That's in the spring. In the summer, you will be back with us, and we're going to take what you learned from session 1, and then the session with Dr. Marks in session 2. And in session 3, we're going to really drill down on how to be a more effective leader. We call it a high performing leader. And then we're going to hold you accountable, and you're going to leave session 3 with some homework. And that homework is to build a leadership development plan. Don't worry. That's pretty far down the rails. When we get to that point, you will have seen it from Tom. I will explain it. I will explain the leadership assessment and other things that roll into it. And then you're just going to build a plan for your leadership journey in the next 3 to 5 years. If you're wildly successful, what does that look like? What does the destination look like? And how are you going to get to that destination? And then the last one, we'll get a chance to see your individual leadership development plans in the 4th session, which is the graduation session in the fall. And we'll start that session off with each and every one of you. So Nate will stand up, Adam will stand up, Justin will stand up, and you're going to get 3 to 4 minutes to brief your plan, your leadership development plan, to everybody on your team. We'll break the group up into halves, but you'll kind of share your plan with everybody. And then they're going to give you some insight into how to maybe make it a little stronger, how to tweak it, maybe some missed opportunities or omissions. And then we're going to roll into the final part of session 4, which is how to build a high-performing strategy, how to align your team to a future that represents greater value and get the most out of it. So that'll be it. And there'll be a little practical exam, a practicum, we call it, a final exam. It will be done as a team. And when you roll out of that, you'll be done. Some of the last bullet points there, I think you're going to meet people, and Tom will probably talk to this. I always call it the yes think tank. You're going to have 35 colleagues that are part of this course. Some of them, especially if, you're coming from a company that's sending more than one person, obviously. But there are going to be people that you meet that you are going to make friendships and relationships for life. You will be seeing these folks at 33 and 43, the graduation, and at some of the MTI events 15, 20, 30 years from now. And you're going to be like, remember when we did that YES program 2023? Man, I got a lot out of that, and we got a great friendship. So that peer learning is going to be critical. And one thing that Tom and I are very, very serious about, if there's something that's missing in this program, we want to hear from you. At the end of every session, we will do a debrief where we want to hear from you on what worked, what didn't, and if there's something that you want to see incorporated. That's why we do this. So we'll ask you that question. We're going to share with you this high-performing team framework, and we'll drill down on the leadership, the process, and the people. And at the end of the day, it's all about driving more value for you, for your organization, and for your team, and for yourself. We want you to enjoy what you do. And I think if you love what you do, the old saying, right, you never work a day in your life. So with that, I will toss it back over to you, Tom. And any questions for me, I'll be here for the remainder of the call.
So Cruiser,
great seeing everyone.
I take really a lot of pride in one thing you said, that we don't do PowerPoints, we do the head jack. Remember, we've only had one person in 15 years fall asleep during the program. We changed the program so that wouldn't happen. You remember what happened to that guy, right?
Yeah, because he suffered from high lock, right? That induced loss of consciousness.
We kicked him out of the program. I'm just kidding. We kicked no one out of the program.
Yeah,
everyone gets a fair shot to succeed. So, but Cruiser, thank you so much for that. Y'all are going to love. Cruiser comes with some great Army, Navy, military jokes, Marines. I mean, he's a lot of fun, and his friend Hatch. You'll watch them kind of banter back and forth. It's a lot of fun. But our goal of this program is to keep you engaged at all times. Like he said, there is some learning that goes on, but there is a lot of connection time and experiential learning where you get to use what you're learning in specific areas. So now what I'd like to do is the female or the person you're going to really connect with the entire year is going to be Amanda Moat. She is our director of meetings with the Metal Treating Institute. And her call sign is Team Mom. Why? Because she's your team mom. She's garnering all the details. And that's the one soul that you need to email or call if you've got a technical logistics issue on stuff. So Amanda, introduce yourself and share what you need to share about the key administrative elements of the program.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tom. So I have been with MTI. This is the start of my 5th year, but I also interned with them when I was in college a long time ago, went to work for another association for 5.5 years, and I have come back. So this will be my 4th ES class that I will have seen graduate. So I'm very excited to get to know you over the course of the next 10 to 11 months, really see you shape yourselves personally and professionally. Just like any mom, I have a really high expectation of all of the students that are going to be going through this program. The deadlines are out there. The information is out there. You can either ask me, you can find it online. We're all going to be talking about it at our in-session or in-person sessions. So if there's anything that you're, struggling with personally or professionally, feel free to reach out, come to us, talk to us. We're all definitely here for you. I think Tom showed the Excel spreadsheet where we track all of the deadlines. So basically, I'm the one that is responsible for keeping you all on track after your responsibility to yourself to keep yourself on track. So I will send you one reminder. And then if you've missed the deadline, your second reminder has your superior CC'd on the email. So if you don't want to have that email, then make sure you're hitting those deadlines.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, she's a deadline person. She keeps me on track. That's for darn sure.
That is true. Yes.
So I'm going to finish out and then I'll allow y'all to ask any questions if there's any. So for session 1, I just want to make sure y'all are headed to session 1 appropriately. So session 1, make sure you book. Amanda, what's the cutoff date for the hotel?
January 31st.
Okay.
So today I will be sending emails after the call if you have not yet booked your hotel room.
Okay. So you want to get your hotel room booked. You want to return your NDA form signed, which Amanda's going to be emailing when, Amanda?
I'll email those out either this afternoon after the hotel emails or first thing tomorrow.
Right. And it's not a complicated NDA. MTI actually has a singular NDA that all plants will take on, and it's written just like any other plant would want. We provide each plant a copy of the signed NDAs and a listing of everybody in the program. So they've got that for their records. And then your quality of life leadership rating form that's on there, you'll want to get that filled out. And the reason for the quality of life rating form is one of the things that MTI is passionate about, and you're going to learn this in session 2 with Dr. Rick Marks. Dr. Rick Marks is going to cover emotional intelligence in the workplace. How do you get someone in your plant to do what you need them to do through being a coach, not a dictator or a boss? Because remember, this is one thing in this program Dr. Marks is going to hit on so hard, is that people aren't leaving their jobs or their companies. They're leaving their boss. They're leaving you. And we want to make sure we turn each of you into that kind of person that coaches them along and they want to be under and want to be led by to make them a big leader. So you're going to hear that a lot. And what Dr. Marks is going to communicate, which I'm really a big believer in, if you're not personally fulfilled in your life, you're never going to be professionally productive or fulfilled for your company. So that's why you're going to see us spend a fair amount of time in the world of life development. And that's what the quality of life rating form is. That's something I developed. And it's the 16 areas I think that drive quality of life. And what that does is I do an average rating in all those different areas, and it helps us understand where can we be putting some emphasis on? Is it relationships? Is it finances? Is it career? Where can we be putting some emphasis on to help you grow as a person in this program over the next 10 months? And one of the things I want to commit to you, I've had some yes students come do this to me. If you feel like there's an area that you just are ready to admit, because the first part of transformation is transparency. And if there's a place in your area of your life, whether it's finances, leadership, holding people accountable, if there's a place that you feel you're weak in and that you would really like to grow and get some mentoring on that, I mean, I'm a life coach, Cruiser's a life coach. You reach out to us. We want to help you come out of this program to be the best that you can be for the rest of your life. So the next thing that's going to happen is when you arrive on the scene you're going to arrive Tuesday night, should be arriving Tuesday night of the program. You got the morning of Wednesday to do whatever you want and then eat lunch. And then we're meeting from 1:30 to 3:30 in the hotel. We'll communicate what room it is. And we're going to do a fun time of just team building and getting to know one another. And we're actually going to test your knowledge of heat treat in some innovative ways, as well as have you do some team building and stuff, just to get y'all moving and shaking with each other, to get to know each other. Then that night, they've got, every Embassy Suites has a happy hour from 5:30 to 7 o'clock, and we'll do that. And then the following day will be Cruiser. We'll do a plant tour of Texas heat treating right after the team building on that Wednesday. And then Thursday will be Cruiser and his team Hatch all day long. And then we'll do a formal dinner not formal, when I say formal, not dress, no suit and ties, wearing jeans and just your casual attire is good, business casual. We'll do a dinner that night and reception. And then on Friday, we'll do 2 hours of life development training with me. And you'll be done you should be done around 10:30 on that Friday. So you can book your flights appropriate from that. You can get to the airport easily by 11:30 if you need to get an early flight. And then that's pretty much it for the program. So is there any, I want you, if everybody has questions, let's hit the reactions button and hit a hands raise or something. Does anybody got any questions running through their mind? We try and be very comprehensive with what we're giving you, so you got everything to be successful. Anybody have any particular questions they'd like to ask? Or you can type them in the chat line if you'd like.
Ryan's got one, Tom.
All right, Ryan.
Yeah, as far as the dress code goes, are we talking just business casual the entire week?
Yeah, so sessions 1, 2, and 3 will be business casual. I mean, you can wear jeans and a nice shirt, no shorts, just business casual, what you'd wear to the plant, typically. No, you don't have to dress up. And that's good for every day, all day. There's no safety glasses required at the plant tours. If they want them, they'll give them to us. And if you've got some personal ones that you want, you can bring those, but every plant that wants us to have safety glasses will provide those for us. And steel-toed boots are not required. I love it. People are typing in exactly what I'm talking about. So steel-toed boots are not required. And open-toed shoes are a no-no. You always want to wear closed-toed shoes, just you don't have to wear steel-toed shoes. We're not going anywhere dangerous. And some of the plants will have us come in at an exact time because they're going to do a special process where you get to witness that stuff happening. It's a lot of fire, a lot of fun, a lot of stuff you get to see. Now, session 4 is if you've never worn a Sunday's Best suit, you're going to need to go out and buy one or borrow or steal one, because the final night we take a group shot. It's a very formal. Sometimes me and Cruiser typically wear black tie with a tuxedo, but you're not required to do that. You can just wear a nice regular suit with a coat and a tie. And we take a nice group shot. At the end of the day, when you get done, we send you a nice 8.5 by 11 glossy picture with everybody in a group shot to put in the folio beside your graduation certificate. And then we send you the individual shot of you, me, and Cruiser graduation shot individual. We do one of those with each one of you. We'll send that to you within a week or two after we get the photographs back from the photographer.
Ladies who are not comfortable wearing a suit and tie, see me. We will discuss dress code separately.
Amanda is so good at that. She's my good counterpart there that takes care of that stuff. All right. Any other questions going through anybody's mind? Awesome. Well, you've got mine and Amanda's email. By the way, if you haven't guessed, I can be all over the place. Cruiser, what's my call sign?
Spaz.
There you go, man. You got it. You got it. So I'm looking forward to meeting and seeing every single one of you. If you have any questions, you've got Amanda's in my email. And also, the last thing I'll end on is the group discussion forum is private and just to this group. Only people that see it are you, and you get to see the notifications. Use this group to to dive into operational issues, questions you have on anything from NADCAP to CQI-9 to safety specifications, anything you want. If that's your group for the rest of your life, as long as you're in heat treat and your company's a member of MTI. So this is a great group over the next 10 months to build trusting relationships so you can be connected with them. We still have people that are talking in our forums from like 2010. So, hey, it's been a pleasure seeing all of y'all. I will put this online if anybody has, and send a link to everybody. So if you need to refer back to it, you can. But thank y'all for your time. And we look forward to seeing you in February in Round Rock, Texas. Y'all travel safe.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.